Defenders all in. The outside receivers model wide open down the middle. Ball just a touch overthrown, but I think it's a good throw because he was looking right back into the sun to the west as he turned around to catch it. And the big play for the Raiders to get first and goal. First and goal, Raiders, and they marked it
Actually just outside the 1 yard line. Long goes to the right, wide left, Bitnell. Back split behind Likas, who moves under the center with the snap, goes up the middle, good surge, and I don't know if they say he got in or not. They got in, so Brandon Likas goes in.
And the call is for a touchdown.
Well, the great bounce back up
Quarterback Likas on his quarterback sneak.
that play, and then just push straight ahead, get that touchdown, and take an early lead. So the Raiders with the first score of the young season. Long move the hold, and first to kick. Ray Harris, back from last season, had a good season. Happy the snap on the extra points. Good snap, placed down. That kick is up.
End over end, and it is good. 8:49 left.
That Raiders football on Fox Sports 1340 AM.
Hi, I'm Kendall Gammon. You may know me as a Kansas City Chief, but I'm also a proud graduate of Pittsburgh State University. Pittsburgh State offers more than 200 degree programs, small class sizes, and tuition so affordable it earned Pittsburgh State a top 10 ranking on Washington Monthly's Collegiate Best Bang for Your Buck list. But don't take my word for it. Visit Pittsburgh State. There's nothing like being a gorilla. Learn more at pittstate.edu/BA-gorilla.
Now back to Raider football.
Back with Randy Gerard, like a 7-0 lead early. It looks on other games like Lindbergh promised distribution of quality service. Used to that since 1877. Lindbergh promised these gas drives services and convenience to our customers. You have Tiberius Colton Payoff. There's hosting Galena at the Hutch Field. An interesting contest, Plum Riverton. Of course, we're in drawing for the Frontenac contest. Baxter Springs hosting Oswego Southeast, venturing to Uniontown. Also, will be interesting to see Pittsburgh and Harrisonville and the future Raider.
Off to 25, goes out to 27.
Looked like, I believe that was Zach Roseborough, along with Brendan Ishimura, got down on coverage that time.
Cooper Loy with the tackle for the Raiders.
So first and 10. Gerard Trojans, they'll start from their own 27-yard line with 8:43 left first quarter. Frontenac a 7-0 lead. Big series of downs here. Just get a score, get on top. Well, you can get a 3 and out here and get that ball right back and put some doubt into Gerard right away. Yes.
The snap and the handoff. That is McFarland. Tries the left side.
Handoff goes to number 2, Cam McFarland.
About 20-yard line.
Looks like he was
Gained about a yard on the play.
Stopped after just a short
game. Good push up front by the Raiders defensive line, not giving an inch. Not a lot of running room there.
So second, that's called an 8 for the Trojans from their own 28-yard line. Going right to the left. Jernigan. Running back in the backfield with Wilson. Gives it dive right side. McFarland tripped up and brought down. Nice effort there by Wilbur.
Past the 30-yard line. Yeah, good job by Wilbur. He came up, but he maintained his outside leverage, forced him to cut inside and got into his legs. Mace was coming over the top to finish him off, so good job by Wilbur. A third, and let's call it 6 for the Trojans. Football just shy of their own 30-yard line with 7:40 left first quarter. Frontenac a 7-0 lead. Jernigan wide left, Fisher slot left.
Wide to the right, that's Redfern.
Out of the 10.
Here's Wilson looking to roll, tries to get around the corner, and a hold is that time the defensive end trying to him to be grabbed, I believe.
We'll see the flag thrown more towards the middle of the field, but I would agree on the hole. It is, yeah, they give a preliminary of the hole, but I thought they had it.
Initial call was against the Trojans for holding.
He got hit right along the sideline. I was a little was watching pretty intently to see if they were going to call a late hit. No foul ball there. Trying to see where it was marked, because again we would have a 4th and about 5. He's out of bounds down here.
Okay,
I think they better move back on that one. That's what you have to contain Wilson as a quarterback. You really have to make sure you keep him in the pocket. That's something the Raiders have
Move the ball back to the
still
20.
be disciplined on their rush, because when he gets out, he can definitely run the football. You want to make sure you keep him in the pocket and let him throw from there. So after the holding penalty,
third and
third down,
and
18.
Trojans from their 20 dive left side. Boy, no, that time his quarterback kept it, and he was hemmed in and brought down back 15-yard line.
Well, and that was a short break.
Wilson tackled in the backfield.
It wouldn't matter if he gave it or kept it. That thing was going nowhere.
Like
So,
Griffin in with first
right
contact.
in,
Stop.
that's a big spot right there. And the Raiders should end up getting excellent field position out of this, because now the ball's all the way back to 15. And again, Gerard, is that Thompson back running?
And when he dropped the snap, that was a good snap. Forced a scramble. He's in the end zone, and boy, I tell you what, he's knocked out about 3. I think I can take the 2 and left it at that.
Yeah, he definitely should have taken the safety or still tried to kick it. I think he had a couple of steps where he could have at least thrown the ball. Then he ran it out and really had no place to go. Even better field position than they could have dreamed. I'm going to give credit to the snapper. That wasn't that snap. That just went right through his hands. Yeah, it went right through his hands. First and 10. First and goal, actually, for the Raiders. Football just inside the Trojans on the line with 36 left. First front, make a 7-0 lead. Linkus out of the gun, flanked by Bollinger, along with Mott. Linkus gives Bollinger, tries the left side, gets a block, and boy,
still battling his way down. Got looks about the 3-yard line.
There wasn't much there, and it looks like we was able to maybe get a yard out of that one.
Ball carrier is Caden Bollinger.
Up on defense, pushing the left side of the offensive line backwards a little bit, and then their corners did a good job getting off the block. So it's just good defense by Gerard. Second
Humble and Wilson.
From the Trojans, 4. Clock moving. Well, now we're down to 6.5 minutes. Went out of bounds. Right. Linkus in the gun. Bowling to his right. Good snap.
And pitch. Bollinger needs a couple block, gets a couple block, lowers his shoulder, goes into the end zone for a score. Bollinger from 4 yards out.
Raider touchdown.
Stopped him to the right. Linkus front. Made him commit, pitched it out, and then Bollinger did a great job just taking straight up the field. In the past, we've seen him want to take things out wide, get to the corner. Here, he just went straight ahead, ducked his head, broke one tackle, and right in the end zone. Really good run by Bollinger. Now, and that's where the defender has to make a decision, because Brandon Linkus is so dangerous keeping the football. You got to make a choice. He made it. Bollinger made him pay. Again, Harris to attempt the kick out of Long's hold. And this one looks like it's wide right. So, yeah, this is going to be rough from the kicker. Yeah, it is. There was some pressure there. One of those where he came in trying to block that kick, and he got the plant leg as he came through. And it was close. I thought he stretched out. He had maybe a shot at it. But here, I would consider going for 2 here. A lot of times, moving into the 1.5, they get that half the distance. A lot of teams do go for the 2, but not this. A lot of teams, I guess you don't have to take it. I mean, because you take the penalty, you missed it. But I guess you just right at the ends where it's spotted. This time, he flat out missed that one, didn't he? Yeah. Stuff that. Wide right. 24 left. First quarter, 13 yards. That Raiders football. 13:40.
The campus bookstore, located inside the University Plaza, has always been the most affordable place to buy new and used textbooks for your college classes. And there is no doubt they offer the best price when buying them back. But did you know that now at the campus bookstore, you can save even more money? They will rent you the books you need for your classes. Don't stress about the buying and selling process. Rent your textbooks from the campus bookstore. And don't forget their game day gear by Nike. The campus bookstore.
Now, back
to Raider football.
Rob Strandak and Randy Southard at the Frank Jameson Field in Girard. 6:24 left here in the first quarter. Running 13-0 lead over Girard. The Raiders kick off here either that at 8:40.
And that receiver's kick drops Isaiah Fisher. And joining him back there is Dalton Lindblom, the senior.
Yeah, see if the Raiders like you mentioned last time.
See what the defense comes up with here. Maybe go once again. Window rim kick, nice kick. Lindblom, boy, that dive, he comes up and grabs it, crosses the 20, brings it near side, and he is hemmed in, reverses his field, and boy, finally brought down about the 23.
It looked like it was going to open up. When he turned back, there was another run down to 23.
Well, good discipline. Again, staying in your lanes, and you really had to know where to cut. The Raider coverage team was right exactly where they ought to be. That was really kind of pretty to watch, quite honestly. Another kickoff coverage. There you go. Another contest tonight. Max Parsons at Fort Scott.
First and 10, Trojans from their own 23-yard line out of the gun. There's again McFarland dives out to the 25-yard line.
Hit first by number 8, Zone 4.
Yeah, got him by the legs, and he had just a little bit of a crease before it got into his leg. I know Smith talked about playing down. This is like almost an entirely new defensive line. I've seen at least 8 kids play on the defensive line so far already in the first quarter.
Second and 8. Trojans from their own 25-yard line.
Look at the throw. That is Wilson going long inside.
Receiver got past the defender,
but it's out of bounds.
Pass intended for Shane Richburn falls incomplete.
And that's something we noticed from last year whenever they tried to throw deep. Wilson loses a little bit of accuracy on the deep ball, and there was a chance it would have been a jump ball, and the receiver would have had an opportunity for the ball, like you said, sailed out of bounds, so not much of a chance.
5:38 left in the first quarter. Leading Girard 13-0. The Trojans facing a 3rd and 8 from their own 25-yard line. Season opener. Next week, the Raiders will be at home against Galena Bulldogs are at Colgan tonight. Out of the gun, and movement was a bit light.
More than one movement. The indication against the Trojans.
Receiver on the far side moved as well. Already seeing a little bit of frustration from some of the Girard players down the sideline, back in the huddle.
Procedure against the Trojans, 5-yard mark. That will make it third and we're talking about 13 for the Trojans from their own 20.
So again, an important here to keep Wilson in the pocket, keep him in there, and force him to get rid of the ball from inside that pocket.
Coming wide to the right, Renfro. Wide left goes Lindblom. Slot right, that's Hobson. Slot to left side is Fisher. And dropping back pass now rolling right. Putting it on the ground. Trying to find Hobson. And
he couldn't find the handle. Yeah, that ball just kind of was floating, and it carried farther and farther. I think Bicknell had ideas he was going to intercept this and cut underneath the receiver, and the ball just flew over top. But I think his hands were being in the way to distract Hobson just enough. But the ball did hit him right in the hands. He just dropped it as he was falling to the ground.
So another punting situation for the Trojans with the 4th and 13 from their own 20-yard line. Again, Hobson back standing near his 5-yard line. Do they not have enough? He's still looking over at the sideline, putting his hands up. Like, are they short or shy? First, I don't know. Anyway, good pass. Short line. Better get away from it. Gotta look up and find out where it is, and it's going to roll dead at the, midfield. Actually, in the Trojans territory, about 49. So the Raiders are going to start 1st and 10. So they're finally in the market. Right at midfield. The 13-0 lead. Try to add to it. Boy, beautiful night. The opening of the football season. This is nice. A rarity. Usually very hot on that first night. So really shouldn't have any trouble with, you wouldn't think any cramping or anything like that tonight.
But, boy, I tell you, I'm not sure the Raiders could have asked for a better start to this game, in particular on the defensive side of the ball.
First and 10 Raiders from midfield. Again, Malikas, the senior, the quarterback, and again gives Bollinger tries to turn left corner, needs a block. Wait.
Bollinger with the carry, turns the surgery on his left side.
He was thrown back at the
Tyler Sievers with the
yard.
tackle.
Well, that's kind of what I mentioned earlier on these touchdown run. He had been trying to get to the outside, but on the touchdown he turned it up. This one he tried one more little bounce, and it was a case where he probably should have turned it up and at least gotten a few.
So second and 11 Raiders from their own 49-yard line. Ginnam goes wide right. And joined out there by Northwest. And there's
Ginnivan splits the defenders. He's inside the 40, 35, and brought out at the 31-yard line.
Pass is completed to Ginnivan.
Just quick hit right side.
Yeah, two blockers out in front, and they did a good job just getting on their man. And then Ginnivan showed a little bit of speed. They split the defenders. They tried to get off.
Fisher with the tackle.
Good run out of Ginnivan.
The gain is good for a Raider first down.
Back, all resting at the Gerard
33
line.
yard
They
line.
split right, long up, one left. Out of the looking
Got a man open, complete. That's long inside the 25. Knocked out of bounds
near the 21
Pass
yard
is
line.
completed to Ryan Long.
Down.
Yeah, and that's
Chris Wilson with the tackle at the 20.
Here showing it tonight, three receivers to that one side of the field. Malikas with good protection and a lot offensive line giving him plenty of time as he rolled out. He had a wide open long and down on the sideline.
So first and 10 Raiders 20 with 4:19 left here in the first quarter front. Like a 13-0 lead. Monster split wide right, going out there by Fay. Slot left and left. They go to motion right to left. Now some movement. As they had slot right, motion right to left, and proceed. Great. I don't know. Kind of a time there. Snap up the running back in motion. He's got to get that quarterback to either take the hand off or give it to him. And
Well, the way they're acting in the huddle, it may have been almost like an illegal snap, like he jerked the ball a little bit and didn't go ahead and snap it. But I didn't honestly see it, but the way they were acting, that's why they happened.
so first and 15 Raiders from the Trojans. 25. They up at football coach Lucas did a good job to get it. He tried to get it to Model and he couldn't find a hand.
Oh, if he gives him the ball, though, cleanly, he had a gigantic hole. It's probably a touchdown. He could have driven a truck hole the line gave him. But then again, this is that first game, timing issues that sometimes you might have.
Well, the Raiders facing a second and 19 from the 29. Ball goes wide right. Wide left, Bicknell. Right, that's Flora. Back. Split Malik and Stone. Splits up, got long for that Bicknell wide open. He died. No, that is long. Inside the 20. About the 18-yard line.
Good job. Give him a big cushion. You just run the out pattern. Give it to him where he can run with the ball and pick up a few more. Set up a third down. Got about half the yardage. So setting up a third down much more manageable.
Third, let's call it 7 for the Raiders from the Trojans, just shy of the 17-yard line. The 3:12 left first quarter front, trying to add the 13-0 lead. Trips to the left side now. Single setback Bollinger, flanking Malik is going to keep the football. Tries the left side. Empty. Boy, first 2 or 3 tackles. That's it. Able to get down there the 18. Maybe. Yeah, it looks like you stopped for being on that one. And backs for Gerard did a real good job coming up quick. To worry about the pass play. They read it very well. Came up very quickly to make the play. It's only 4th and 7. Raiders from 18-yard line. This one comes from the sideline with the play. Passes on quarterback Brandon Malikas. And splits out to the left side. Long goes wide right. Not right. Here's the single step back right. Again. Look at that. Now he's scramble. Went down the sideline and he missed the catch the first down. Great effort. He started to come back. The defender saw it. Then he just drifted a little back. Great job by the league 5 long for the first down.
Well, and this isn't the actual play. They were having the quick hitter. They faked it. Long was on the right line of scrimmage, jumped up like he was catching it, trying to get the defenders to come up, send him model to the end zone. Gerard wasn't fooled at all. Leach then had nobody to throw to. He started to roll out. Long presence of mind, not give up on the play, went down the field, got himself open.
First and goal, Raiders football resting just inside the Trojans' 10-yard line. And Malikas out again. There's Jim Bollinger. Has to move out. They cut it outside now. Tries to cut back inside. He's finally up forward down there the 7-yard.
I don't think he had much choice to try to bounce that one. Just a pretty good defense. And on that right side of their defense was stopped the run pretty well.
Raiders facing a second and goal. It is marked just shy of the Trojans' 6-yard line. Down to a minute 44 left, first quarter. On that, the 13-0 lead. Trying to add to that is Bicknell splits wide right, slot right is Ishimura, left wide, Ginnivan. Flora, slot left, out of the eye, rolling right. No, he got man wide open. That's his over. He didn't out of his hand. Ishimura dropped it. I didn't defender flash in front of him or not, but that's a big one.
Yeah, he slowed down on his route just a little bit. I think this was leading him, so it was a little bit in front of him. Certainly a ball like the thing should have been caught. But the young player, Ishimura, just a sophomore.
Raiders facing a third and goal from the Trojan 6. As Montour brings into play from the sideline. He splits wide to the right, joined out there by Ishimura along with Long. Floor tight left. Bollinger, the single setback. Joins Malika. Stops your right side. Pitch to Bollinger. Got this side. There by Bollinger to cut it back in for the touch.
He scored on the last play. Same thing. Option to the right. He did a good job just planting the foot and going. Broke a tackle at about the 3 is about where he got contacted. Was able to run real hard, bowl over the defender, tumble into the end zone.
So now, go ahead and try and kick it after last one failed. Harris to kick down a long hold. Placement down. This kick is up plenty long enough. And it is good. 1:19 left here in the first quarter. Frontenac 20, Gerard nothing. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Frontenac Raiders football on Fox Sports 1340 AM.
SEK Urgent Care is celebrating 10 years of providing medical care for our community. From sneezes to stitches and everything in between, SEK Urgent Care is there for you 7 days a week. At SEK Urgent Care, walk-ins are always welcome, and most insurance is accepted, including Blue Cross Blue Shield. We would like to say thank you to all of our patients, past and present, for trusting us with your illnesses and injuries. We look forward to many more years of service. SEK Urgent Care, 10 years and counting.
Now, back to Raider football.
And back with Randy Southard at Frank Jameson Field here in Girard. Frontenac Raiders lead the Trojans 20-0 with a minute 19 left first quarter. And like I said, a good, strong start for the Raiders here, not even in the first quarter.
And they had a lot of players this year that hadn't seen a lot of varsity action, that were going to be thrust into it. I think so far those players have responded quite well. Gerard, awfully young this year. Not a lot of seniors out there, especially up front. But the Raiders doing a great job up on the line of scrimmage.
And Dalton Lindblom takes it at the 10, goes the far side. He's got a little bit of room. He's out across the, right about the 25-yard line where he's brought down.
A good kick coverage again. Raiders not leaving open any lanes on kick coverage.
So first and 10, Trojans, they'll start from their own 25-yard line. And the 12 left first quarter, Frontenac the 20-0 lead. And I'll say one thing, this is struggle. Leon Miller's been trying things. I mean, there just haven't been much there. And like you said, a few passes have been open, just haven't been able to connect. But trying to find out what's going to work offensively here against this Raiders defense for the end of the first quarter. Out of the gun, Wilson, now there's movement. One of the defensive linemen a little overhand, anxious. There'll be a 5-yard mark off. The Trojans will face a 1st and 5 from their own 30.
Well, that's something to try to slow that defensive line down as they've been getting such good penetration. Start going on different counts, make them watch the ball.
And they've been, like I said, they've been trying a few linemen now. They have, I'll say, a lot of them been nicked up, and some of them just getting healthy now. And I know they planned on rotating a lot of them in there, so that might be a little over anxious. There's the dive, and on the carry, that is Tyler Siebert. He ran into a brick wall after gaining about 1.
Yeah. I'm not even sure who all got him. It was a sea of white that just engulfed him and drove him back about 5 yards.
Second and, gave Siebert a yard on that, so it's going to be second and, we'll say about 5. The football just outside the Trojans' 30-yard line. Bloom comes wide to the right. And Eric Wilson, the senior quarterback, out of the gun with Siebert behind him. Now, timeout taken by the Girard Trojans. 29 seconds left first quarter. Frontenac a 20-0 lead over Girard. We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening to Frontenac Raiders football on Fox Sports 1340 AM.
Finding a lawyer means choosing someone with experience, confidence, and a good track record.
Why
Every
should
legal
you choose
situation
Pittsburgh
is
State
unique,
University?
and you need someone who will give you the level of comfort that he or
Nationally
she will treat your legal
recognized
problem like it is their own. J. Gordon Gregory of the law firm of Wilbert & Towner is ready to provide you with that type of
Incredible
specialized
athletics.
assistance. With over 30 years of experience
The
in Southeast
amazing
Kansas,
campus.
Gordy is ready to give you the
Whatever you're looking
personalized
for in a
legal service your
university.
problem needs and deserves. Call J. Gordon Gregory of Wilbert & Towner today at 620-231-5620 or contact him online at wilburtontowner.com. Trust J. Gordon Gregory with all your legal problems, including divorce and custody cases.
Now, back to Raider football.
And back with Randy Southern, opener of the 2016 season. 29 seconds left in the first quarter. Frontenac a 20-0 lead over Girard. Again, the Raiders play host to the Toledo Bulldogs next Friday. Their home opener. Follow that up with Colgan calling on the Raiders. So busy first part of the season for the Raiders as some of those picked in the upper echelon of the CNC League race are playing it early. Wilson out of the gun, rolling right, looking, pressured. And now he tracks it, and he is brought down, and Cal Strand along with A.J. Lusker in the...
Well, great coverage downfield by the defensive backs. No place to throw the ball, and then very disciplined rush. You got Strand on one end, Ginneman on another. Wilbert was in there also on the rush. Good outside contain. Wilson wanted to scramble and take off running, but he had no place to go. Fantastic coverage downfield and the coverage sack.
And another timeout taken by Girard. 4 seconds left first quarter. Frontenac the 20-0 lead. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Frontenac Raiders football on Fox Sports 1340 AM.
After 3 decades in business, Bitner Motors of Pittsburgh remains a local favorite. If you're in the market for a quality pre-owned vehicle, Bitner Motors has a large selection of late model, low mileage vehicles to choose from. Whether it be a car, truck, or SUV, Bitner Motors will warranty all their vehicles 100% for parts and service. And if you can't find what you're looking for on the lot, they will find it for you. Bitner Motors, 1018 North Broadway, Pittsburgh.
Now, back to Raider football.
Grant, Randy Southern. We have 4 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Frontenac leading Girard 20-0, and the Trojans will face a 3rd and 13 from their own 23-yard line.
We could tell during that timeout, Coach Miller not happy with his Girard Trojans. It's 2 plays in a row calling timeout, and looked like he was giving them a pretty decent tongue lashing on the sideline.
Wilson out of the gun. Dropping back, rolling right, some pressure, gets around the corner, and boy, it is batted down. Was that Flora got a hand up? He actually got around the end, and it looked like it opened up, and then it was batted down, and that's the end of the first quarter. After one, Frontenac with 20-0 lead over Girard. We'll be back with second quarter action after this 30-second break. You're listening to Frontenac Raiders football on Fox Sports 1340 AM.
Looking for someone you can trust for sound advice on investments, retirement strategies, IRA funding, life insurance needs, estate planning, or maybe you're looking for long-term care insurance? Help is just a phone call away to Folletti Financial in Frontenac. Chris has the experience and ability to guide you through some of life's toughest decisions. Stop in at 222 East McKay in Frontenac or give Chris a call at 620-249-6840 to set an appointment.
Now, back to Raider football.
Coulda, woulda, but, I'm from San Diego. I was from San Diego, and then I went to University of Miami, and then I went to Cleveland. So it was a big shock.
Yeah.
And, being from those places, warm places, and, a lot of things to do and all that.
Kellen Winslow.
Yeah, who knows? Tight ends get paired up with, all-star quarterbacks all the time. You see them around the league, like a Jason Witten. He's been with Romo for years.
Hobson's kick is blown in at the 50-yard line.
So the Raiders will start 1st and 10. Football just on the Frontenac side of midfield. So
now back to Raider football.
Frontenac from midfield. Wide to right goes Big Bill.
Here on this show, I did it tonight. Here on this show, I always talk about being a.
That is Flora. Out of the gun, Malikas looking to throw, looking to go long. Now forced to scramble. Hobson pursuing, and he's got a man open. That's long once again. He dives inside the defender and is loose along the far sideline. Got the first down, boys, and that's nice cutback. It looked like he was running out of room and then turned it into a big gain.
Well, long again, kind of going off script and making a play when the original route wasn't there. Offensive line initially excellent time for Malika. Started to break down. He rolled out. And again, it was Bollinger. Got a really nice block on the edge against a player much bigger than him. Held his own, gave Malikas just enough time to be able to get rid of that ball.
1st and 10 Raiders from the Trojans' 35-yard line. To the right side. Leaks out of the gun with Bollinger, the blocking back. There's that on right side. Bollinger takes the pitch, tries to cut inside right into the defense. After, maybe got a yard on that one, but I don't know. It's almost like he's looking to cut it back kind of early. Not looking to make it a foot race to the corner there, but there wasn't much there when he cut back.
No, I thought it wasn't a bad decision, actually, to try to go ahead and get what you can. That option's working down towards the goal line, but not a whole lot of running room there.
2nd and 9 for the Raiders from the Trojans' 34-yard line. Bickle splits wide left, slot left, model wide right. That's Ginnivan. In Bollinger, the single block from that from Lincoln is going to keep the football. He bounces off 3 tacklers. He is loose far sideline. He got inside still on his feet. Boy, he is drilled, but what a run down to the 16-yard line.
Robbie was dead to right at the line of scrimmage. No way. He's in jail. No place to go. Next thing you know, he squirts out there, broke 3 tackles, able to pick up another first down for the Raiders. He's just so slippery and hard to bring down.
Well, we've seen it before. His balance is great, and I think once again he's excellent wrestler. I think that helps with his balance and quickness and stuff, but he did a wonderful job there as he was hit by about 3 defenders early on and turned it into about an 18-yard gain. 1st and 10 Raiders, the 17 of the Trojans, quick hit, and long went down to his knees to make the catch back at the 19, the 14.
Yeah, he's trying that quick hitter, so you got 2 receivers out in front to block the low throw, and Long felt to catch it, had to go down. Of course, when he caught it, knees are on the ground, play's over.
Actually, that was a wash. It ended up being, they're going to say a loss of a couple there. 2nd and 12 for the Raiders from the Trojans, 19-yard line. Takes it out of the gun. There's a dive, and that's open to Bollinger. He pulls over a tackler now at 15, and about shy of the 10, maybe about the 12-yard line.
Yeah, they pulled the guard around. That was Kaufman came around, got a really nice trap block. Had a nice hole. Bollinger ran up in there pretty hard.
And Nathan's been nursing an injury, an ankle injury, but got back to practice this week, and like I said, he got out and made a nice block right there. 3rd and 5, Raiders from the Trojans 12. 9.5 minutes left, first half, Frontenac 20-0 lead. Wide to the right goes Mansour. Wide left, long slot left. That's Model Bollinger. To the right of Malikas, looking to throw. And it is, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, and that's Mansour. And boy, really should have caught that one, but fell incomplete. Like it gets picked off is the main thing down in that area.
Yeah, and that time Malikas just kind of locked onto him like he was going to throw it to Mansour all along. I was kind of watching the other side of the field, and he had players open. A little surprised Malikas didn't come off of him, as he kind of had a tight window to try to get it in there to him.
9:16 left first half. Frontenac with 20-0 lead. The Raiders face a 4th and 5 from the Trojans 12-yard line. Long goes wide left. They go wide right. With backs, flank Malikas. Looking for long. Boy, Aaron pass. Yeah, came up short. I think maybe they had seen what you had seen before when it decided to go to long early on, and the pass wasn't well thrown and falls incomplete. So the Trojans defense holds.
Yeah, he was open on that far side. It's an awful long throw. You're on the right side of the field, throwing all the way to that left side. But that pass not particularly close, and turnover on downs.
So 9:12 left here in the first half. Frontenac 20-0 lead. And, positive for the Trojans here. They hold defensively, and they'll start first and 10 from their own 12-yard line. Renfro comes wide to left. Bloom goes wide to the right. Split play. Or the backs behind Wilson, and they give Dye the right side, and that is McFarland tripped up, brought down about the 15-yard line. A short game, maybe 3 on that carry.
Yeah, Ryan Long shooting it again, making a real nice play off the edge. They had a little bit of running room.
Ryan Long with a hand on him.
I notice now the Raiders even starting to rotate some linebackers in, getting even more players on the field, players that should be ready to play. It's not like a blowout situation. It's get them in so they can stay rested.
2nd and 7 for the Trojans from their own 15-yard line. 2 backs with Wilson. And they give Dye left side. Boy, not much there. I believe that was McFarland they gave it, and he was hemmed in, brought down back at the 15-yard line, off the line of scrimmage.
I think that was Trey Harrison, the defensive tackle, did a great job stumping his hole, and then got just a little bit of a push. The guard was trying to pull the lineman around. He got enough push to plug up any kind of hole, and then the rest of the Raiders came to finish him off. It was a nice play by Harris.
The Raiders on defense against the Trojans, who face a 3rd and 7 from their own 15-yard line as Renfro's wide left. And looking to throw. That's Wilson dancing around with them. And that almost picked off by Model. Read that well. He tried to force it into Hobson. There were about 3 defenders there. Model read it. He's holding his head like, oh, I should have had that one.
Yeah, that might be one of the easiest picks he's going to have most of the year. And he would have had some room to run. I don't know if he'd have scored, but he'd have had some room for a return. Excellent coverage by the Raiders secondary.
And now Model's still beating the turf out there. He's still irritated. But we got to let it go. That was a nice play. He broke on it well. Just hit next. Fisher back to receive the punt from Hobson. The snap. And boy, their turnaround is a short punt. It's going to take a Trojan roll, but it's only going to make it out to about the 42-yard line. So the Raiders are going to have excellent field position, 1st and 10. From the Trojans 42 with 7:37 left in the first half. And Frontenac with 20-0 lead.
Rob, is the Raiders, have they started on their own side of the field? This is maybe the first drive of the game after the punt, maybe that one. But they have started at the 50-yard line or in Girard territory every other drive for sure.
And I don't know, has Girard got first down yet?
I don't think so.
I can't recall. I was trying to think, and I don't recall. 1st and 10, Raiders. The Trojans 42. Back flanking Malikas. Boy, there's a in the neutral zone. There's a couple of Trojans jumped. There he threw his flag. And unless they were drawn, I mean, they both got in that neutral. Well, unless they were saying they're yard back and didn't get in it. Yeah, they didn't call it against the Trojans. It looked like both ends come out. It got a little over anxious. Don't know what they saw, but usually when two jump like that on the spin, you'd think they saw a flinch or something like that.
Well, I think what they were discussing is when they jumped, a front neck lineman, I think, twitched. So then there was discussion on whether they were in the neutral zone or not, and apparently said that Girard was.
So First and 5 Raiders from the Trojans, 37-yard line. Malikas gives it. This is Ishimura, and that's his first carry. But he's dancing around it. He's able to dance down near the 30, so he's gaining about a yard. But we got to hang on that football. That was kind of pulled it out there a little bit, and they were taking a shot at it.
And they had 2 linemen pulling around, and Luster was the second man through. And Luster came through with a ton of speed and just lit some people up. I'd like to see the back man get right on his hip and follow the big man through.
So the Raiders will face a 2nd and 4 from the Trojans, 36. There's Gib Bollinger up the middle. He pops loose inside the 30 and flirting with the 25-yard line. Got a first down.
Really nice hole on the left side of the line. I watched Luster go up and get the linebacker to give Bollinger even more room. Really nice blocking on the left side of that offensive line.
So first and 10, Frontenac from the Gerard 26-yard line. 6:55 left. First half, Frontenac 20-0 lead. Bicknell splits wide left, wide to right. That is, slot right Ishimura. And Flora also out there. Rolling right is Malikas. And going down and making this catch is Ginnivan down to the 16-yard line.
Pass is complete to Brock Ginnivan.
And it's close to a first down. They're looking at the far side. It looks like maybe they got it. Yeah, they did get a first down. So
yardage is good for Raider first down.
Unofficially for Brandon Malikas. See, we got him 8 for 11 for 110 yards. So first half. First and 10 Raiders. Trojans 16 now. Another they tried to. And fake in the slot right, went motion right to left. And again, just like the last time, there's a procedure call. Not seeing, talk about the little flinch on the snap or what, but I didn't see it that time either.
I didn't see that one either. I will say one thing, though, at least like no holding penalties so far, a couple procedure penalties, things you can expect, but no physical errors so far tonight for the Raiders.
First and 15 Frontenac from the Gerard 21-yard line. There's a little broad buck action, and Bollinger has it, and the way he's headed in. Now, well defended that time is stopped for no gain.
Yeah, initially had a hole, had a couple linemen go through it, and then the hole closed by the time the back came in.
So the Raiders with a 2nd and 16 from the Trojans 22-yard line. 5:51 left first half. Frontenac trying to have 20-0 lead. It's their second trip down there, and came up empty the last time. The Trojans defense held. To put some more points on the board again here. As a snap, keeping it Malikas. Bounces it outside, and he's still on his feet. He dances his way down to about the 15-yard line to pick up about 7, and pretty much made something out of nothing there. It's once again a nice run by Brandon Malikas.
Yeah, no choice for Malikas to bounce that one out. It was supposed to kind of go inside the tight end, kind of off tackle. Filled up by Gerard on the defensive line. Had to bounce it out. Got what he could.
So the Raiders facing a 3rd and 9 from the Trojans 15-yard line. Trips left side. Siegel blocking back wobble. Malikas rolling left. Has the top got a man open. That is Bicknell. Cuts inside one defender, and then he is drilled at about the 5-yard line. And boy, that's close to the first down, and I believe he has it. He had to be close.
He had Bicknell early in the route, and I thought when he didn't throw it to him early, I thought it wasn't going to go. It really looked like he had a deep receiver coming open. If he could have waited just another second or two, but chose to go ahead and get it to Bicknell, turned it up. And a little yard marker over there, it looks like he might be less than a yard short. Hard telling from over here.
They did bring the chain far side to get the measurement, so it is close. They were near that far side. Well, it's going to be just short. And I mean the chain length is short. So the Raiders are going to face a 4th and inches. The ball just outside the Trojans 5. With 4:43 left here in the first half. And add to that 20-0 lead. Get under center and let the quarterback just try and wedge it inch or two up the middle. Now a timeout taken by Gerard. 4:43 left first half. Frontenac leads for 20-0. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Frontenac Raiders football on Fox Sports 1340 AM.
Don't take chances. Go right to the experts. Whether it's indoors or out, big or small, make Hikus Masonry the first choice for your next project.
Now, back to Raider football.
Strand back with Randy Southern. Frank Jamison Field at Girard High School. 4:43 in the first half. Frontenac Raiders lead the Girard Trojans 20-0. Start the 2016 season. Let's go to Pittsburgh State University. Whatever you're looking for in a university, you can find it at Pittsburgh State University. More information, visit them online at pittsburghstate.edu. You belong at Pittsburgh State University. We're going to sponsor. Appreciate them jumping on board. Absolutely. A lot of things at halftime. And, of course, have the unofficial stats, scoring summary, and the like, and hopefully look at some of the goings-on. Frontenac High School, busy time of year. The fall has begun. 4th and inches, Raiders from the Trojans 6-yard line. Lincoln's under the center. Oh, movement on the defensive line. And he's going to keep it a little raw, and I think he got it. But had to step back a little bit. Really kind of opened up, got the yard in for the first down. It looked kind of odd, but effective nonetheless, able to pick it up. So first goal for the Raiders. And the football resting at the Trojans. They're down to the 5-yard line. Yeah, there we go. Scorers coming up at that time. First goal Raiders from the Trojans, 5 with 4:25 left here in the first half. Raiders trying to add to the 20-0 lead. Bumping one to Lincoln's put the corner, got a man open, and
boy, a nice catch was that. Ryan Long came down with the touchdown.
Fantastic catch by Long there.
Really good route. The corner was playing an inside technique, not trying to let him run the slant. He faked the slant, took 2 steps to the inside, got the corner's hips to turn, then busted it back to the corner. Ball a little bit overthrown, forced him to make a really nice catch in the back corner of the end zone, but a great route to get himself wide open in the end zone.
And another score for the Raiders. This one from 5 yards. The extra 27 coming up from Trey Harris. Long on the hold. And it is plenty long enough. It is good. 4:17 left first half. Frontenac 27, Girard nothing. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Frontenac Raiders football on Fox Sports 1340 AM.
It's where you'll build that new swing set for your little girl. It's where the entire family will gather for Thanksgiving dinner, even Uncle Bob, where hundreds of wiffle ball games will be played, where countless slumber parties are held. It's your home, where memories are made every day. To view all of the current listings, browse their website at pitrealty.net. Your new home and your new memories start at Pitt Realty.
Now, back to Raider football.
The Southern 4:17 left here in the first half. Frontenac 27, Girard nothing. Raiders to kick off once again. Trey Harris will tee it up at the 40. And first half dominated by the Raiders. And of course, we will have Coach Mark Smith up post-game for some comments. Not even at halftime, but I'm sure he's got to be pleased with early goings here in the 2016 season.
The coaches can always find something they need to improve on, but boy, this is a really nice start to the season for the Raiders here in this first half.
Back to receive the kick, Isaiah Fisher, along with Dalton Lindblom. On the line drive, sails over Fisher's head into the end zone, touchback. So, Harris, good kick. And the Trojans start first and 10. 4:17 left in the first half, trailing 27-0. Start from their own 20-yard line.
Nothing really worked so far for Girard here in this first half. in the first meeting last year, in the second half, they were able to spread Frontenac out and then run the ball up the middle with Frontenac spread out and had success. In the playoffs last year, they never did it. And tonight, they've tried to spread things out, but then they've thrown the ball when they've been spread out. So I'm surprised they haven't tried to run it up the middle with everything spread.
And trying the right side, that's Fisher, and this time he gets out near the 15, a gain of 5, a little room to the right side, and interesting too, they are shuffling some other defenders in there now, getting some new faces, and talking to Coach Smith earlier this week, he did say he was going to try and, you're always concerned about the conditioning. Knew it was going to be a night tonight, but still, it's the first game, you amp it up a little bit, because he was going to try and get a number of people in there, especially defensively, so see how they respond on this 2nd and 5 for the Trojans in their own 25. Again, tailback. That's Fisher once again close to the first down.
Stopping the clock, looks like they're probably going to have it. I'm pretty sure that's their first down of the night.
Hard run from
Comes
Isaiah
with
Fisher.
3:37 left in the second quarter.
So a couple of runs there for Fisher, gets for a little over 10 yards and a first down for the Trojans. 1st and 10. Right, ball resting right at the 30-yard line. 3:35 clock moving here in the first half. 27-0 lead. Wilson, the senior quarterback. And this time, they give it to Fisher. Tries the left side, bounces off the first half. And then a couple more still on his feet, trying to string it out to the far side. And he is stopped near the 35. Boy, that was a good hard run. Not much there.
Probably the most spirited run he's had tonight. He really had absolutely nothing there. The Raiders defended the play very well. I think he broke about 4 different tackles and was able to squirt to the right side. The play started to the left, got 4 out of it. Probably should have had none or maybe even a loss.
So second, let's call it 6 for the Trojans from their own 34-yard line. Coming wide to the left, that's Renfro. Moving wide to the right, Siebert. Single setback, Fisher, along with Wilson on the snap, tries to draw now on his feet, and he has had that nice open field tackle by Wilbert. And about the line of scrimmage because he couldn't get outside.
So it was kind of an odd play. It looked like a quarterback draw all the way. And about the time he took off to run, the wide receiver took off like it was all of a sudden like a fake draw with a pass. It was just the oddest looking play. Wilbur, very disciplined, didn't give up his outside contain. Did a good job getting into the legs of Wilson.
So a 3rd and 6 for the Trojans. Their own 34-yard line. Renfro goes wide to the right. Wilson in the gun. A couple blocking backs with him. Right side, just inside. That's Fisher. Gets his side. Has the first down. Down near the 42-yard line.
Double ISO play to the right side. Had a pretty nice hole. Good push up
Isaiah
front.
Fisher,
That
that's
guard
our
offensive
first down
line.
yardage.
Getting another first down. Back-to-back first downs for him.
So now we're going to have a changes there defensively, and see if they can stem this drive by the Trojans as they have a 1st and 10 from their own 42-yard line with a minute 40 left here in the first half. Frontenac 27-0 lead.
Their clock running. They're taking their time in the huddle. They've got no timeouts. They've used all 3 of them. So Gerard's going to have some clock management.
Wilson the snap, and Fisher bounces off the first row of the tackle. Just out of the Raiders 44-yard line.
He got stopped by his own offensive lineman who got pushed back into the backfield, and that's who hit him. They kind of sucked the defense in, and then he was able to bounce it out to the outside.
The Trojans getting going offensively with a 1st and 10 from the Raiders' 44-yard line with a minute 22 left here in the first half. 27-0 lead. Clock moving. Wilson. They drive Fisher once again, and they had a good penetration there. Floor got in there, didn't necessarily get the tackle. It helped Fisher up, and he got drilled by about 3 other Raiders after a gain of a yard.
And you won't see that very often, Dylan Floor missing a tackle, but he did slow him down enough to kind of let Lusker and Bollinger, who's playing the defensive tackle this year on defense, let them kind of get in and make the play.
2nd and 9 for the Trojans from the Raiders' inside the 43-yard line with 45 seconds remaining first half. Wilson looking to throw after he picks the handoff once again, and boy, he couldn't quite get outside. He hit the receiver. That was Seabird who dropped it down to the 40-yard line. Got a little antsy to run with it before he caught it.
Yeah, he was going to get hit as soon as he caught it. He really wasn't going to get more than a couple yards out of the play, but nonetheless, the ball should have been caught.
Good effort by Wilson to get out of there.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to get away, and then I'm not sure who it was. The last man on the outside out there got a pretty good look on him as he threw the ball.
Down to 36 seconds left, first half. Frontenac a 27-0 lead. Gerard a 3rd and 9 from the Frontenac 43-yard line. Again, Wilson, the senior quarterback, out of the gun. Fisher behind him, the running back. They give it to Fisher, and this time, he is able to. Well, they only got it just inside the 45. He took a pop on that line after losing a couple.
And that time Gerard kind of came with an unbalanced line and then ran to the weak side. It almost looked like the Raiders were waiting on it. Really good defense on the right side, Bollinger, Strand, and I think that was Dexter Palmer from the linebacker position.
Well, I think they're going to let the clock wind down and end this first half as Leon Miller there with the quarterback at the sideline. And the end of the first quarter, or first half dominated by the Frontenac Raiders as they go into halftime with a 27-0 lead over the Gerard Trojans. And we'll be back with the Southeast Kansas Urgent Care halftime located on the corner of Centennial and Broadway. SEK Urgent Care is dedicated to providing excellent medical care in a rapid, caring, and courteous manner to walk-in patients 7 days a week, including evenings. And their halftime brought you by SEK Urgent Care. We'll take a look at the unofficial stat scoring summary after we take a 2-minute break, 2 minutes at half. Frontenac leads Gerard 27-0. We'll be back on Fox Sports 1340 AM.
The human eye blinks about 17,000 times a day, but here's a real eye-opener. Dry eyes can cause irritation, red eyes, and blurred vision. Don't assume your blurry vision means you need new glasses or contacts. The doctors at Kanar Eye Care are experienced in diagnosing and treating dry eyes with the newest treatments available. So schedule your eye exam in Pittsburgh or Girard with Kanar Eye Care, the clear choice.
Find them fast in names and numbers.
At Commerce Bank, we offer auto loans that fit your world.
In my world, I need a different car, so I need an auto loan now. The next car I buy will be red, fast, sporty, and we probably want 3 rows so the kids can really spread out.
Whether you're buying new or used or refinancing your current car, Commerce Bank can help. We'll get you a competitive auto loan that fits your budget and flexible payment options that make sense for you. We can even pre-approve a loan so you can start looking for that car that fits your family. We make it easy. So apply today at a branch, over the phone, or online at commercebank.com.
Easy? That's great.
Easy. That's Commerce Bank.
What do you know about Crestwood Country Club? Did you know that all new members will receive 3 $20 food certificates for use upon sign-up? How about the fact that it typically takes less than 4 hours to complete a round of 18? Crestwood also offers plenty of space for private functions such as birthdays, weddings, reunions, or any other special events. The 2016 membership drive is in full swing. For more information, contact General Manager Todd Casey at 231-6530. A golf heaven at a value price. Crestwood Country Club.
At Evans Motors, we have something for everyone. Looking for a truck to help get the job done? It's on our lot. Need a gas saver to get you around town? It's on our lot. In the market for something reliable for your new teen driver? It's on our lot. Is your family growing and you need a vehicle with more space? It's on our lot. Come see all the vehicles on our lot at Evans Motors at the junction of 69 and 400 Highway just south of Pittsburgh, or check out our digital dealership online at evansmotors.net.
Our president actually came to a podcast down the street from my house and sat in someone's garage and did it.
And Rob Strand back to Brandy Southern. We're at halftime. Frontenac leads Gerard 27-0 in the SEK Urgent Care halftime. Located on the corner of Centennial and Broadway, SEK Urgent Care is dedicated to providing excellent medical care in a rapid, caring, and courteous manner to walk-in patients 7 days a week, including evenings. We appreciate SEK Urgent Care sponsoring our halftime. And the first half stats: scoring summary brought to you by Monica Kellogg CPA, personal and small business tax preparation, along with a variety of other accounting practices are available at Monica Kellogg CPA. Call today at 235-0920 to set your appointment. That's 235-0920 for Monica Kellogg CPA, LLC, and interim city administrator in Frontenac. Still a permanent replacement his name, so I just thought I'd throw that in there. Appreciate Monica Kellogg sponsoring our halftime stats, and unofficially slanted toward the Frontenac Raiders. The Girard Trojans on the ground. Quarterback Eric Wilson, 5 carries, minus 6 yards. Isaiah Fisher, 7 carries, 36 yards. All that in the waning moments of the first half. Cam McFarland has 6 carries for 5 yards, and Kyle Siebert the carry for a yard. Eric Wilson through the air got him 0 for 5. And, of course, they did lose a fumble. That was on a snap on a punt that was mishandled and into the end zone, and decided to run it out. The Raiders got it on a 3, and then resulted in a scoring run immediately after that. The Frontenac Raiders on the ground, Brandon Malikas, 8 carries, 38 yards, and a touchdown. Aiden Bollinger, 10 carries, 32 yards, a couple of scores. Brendan Ishamir, 1 carry for a yard. Through the air, Brandon Malikas unofficially 10 completions, 13 attempts, 125 yards, and a touchdown. Scoring summary goes like this. The Raiders scored first with 8:49 left in the first quarter. That was a 1-yard run by quarterback Brandon Malikas. Trey Harris good on the extra point. Frontenac led Girard 7-0 with 8:49 left in the first quarter. There was 6:24 remaining in the first quarter. Caden Bollinger scored from 4 yards out. The extra point attempt failed. It was Frontenac 13, Girard nothing with 6:24 left in the first quarter. Then a minute 19 remaining in quarter number 1. Caden Bollinger again, and this time from 6 yards out. Trey Harris good on the extra point. It was Frontenac 20, Girard nothing with a minute 19 left in the first quarter. That's the way the first quarter ended, with the Raiders up 20-0. One score in that second quarter. That was at 4:17 remaining in the first half, as Brandon Malikas hit Ryan Long on a 5-yard touchdown pass, and boy, it was a beauty for only being 5 yards. And Trey Harris good on the extra point. It was Frontenac 27, Girard nothing with 4:17 left in the first half. That's where we are at halftime. Frontenac leading at 27-0. Again, halftime stats brought to you by Monica Kellogg CPA, personal small business tax preparation, along with a variety of other accounting practices available at Monica Kellogg CPA. Call today, 235-0920. Set your appointment at 235-0920. Monica Kellogg CPA, LLC. We'll be back with some halftime adjustments after we take another 2-minute break. At halftime, Frontenac leads Girard 27-0, and we'll be back with more after this 2-minute break. You're listening to Frontenac Raiders football on Fox Sports 1340 AM.
Jock Snitch Sporting Goods.
The mark of a great body shop.
For whatever game you play.
Jock Snitch Sporting Goods at 6th and Broadway in downtown Pittsburgh has new shoes coming in daily for everyone to start school on the right foot. Nike, Adidas, Converse, Brooks, and Asics. A huge selection of Oakley, North Face, Nike, and Adidas backpacks. Gear up at Jock Snitch for all your back-to-school needs.
You got the sports look of today. Sporting Goods from Jock Snitch.
Facing criminal charges may be the most frightening challenge of your life. The loss of freedom, your job, your license, are prospects you don't want to take lightly. Don't face these challenges alone. Calling the law office of Edward J. Battatory is your first step to taking control of your situation. Put their reputation for success in the courtroom on your side. Call the law office of Edward J. Battatory today, 620-230-0333, and take back control of your life.
Advertising on digital billboards works. I'm Carrie Nix, co-owner of Arrowhead Outdoor. We now have 15 digital billboards at busy stoplight intersections in Kansas and Oklahoma, including at 14th and Santa Fe in Chanute and 20th and Broadway in Pittsburgh. Here's Brian Pasteur with Pitt Realty.
A big part of our growth is our branding and our ads on the digital billboard at 20th and Broadway.
Thanks, Brian. Learn more about our affordable, effective advertising on our digital billboards. Call Arrowhead Outdoor at 620-308-6667.
Who's
more important, football fans? The offensive coordinator or the defensive coordinator? Neither. It's the party food coordinator. Ultimate Choice Catering is your best hire for party food coordinator this season. Blitz them first with strip pit chicken, pulled pork, or rib, or use a little play action with the hot wings, brisket, or rigatoni. If your guests are just grazing a little at halftime or during the game, you can audible to smoked or garlic sausage bits, sweet onion or pepper dip, or their unique smoked chicken dip. Call Ultimate Choice Catering at 620-249-9858 or email Joe Clark at joeclark@sbcglobal.net. No order is too big or too small for the coaching staff at Ultimate Choice Catering.
Now, back to Raider football.
Back with Randy Southern, we're at Frank Jamison Field. Halftime, Frontenac leads Girard 27-0. And again, the SEK Urgent Care halftime show continues. And Randy Southern keeping an eye on some of the goings-on at Frontenac High School. And of course, we mentioned sort of the fall season, full swing, and all the teams have been in action, and pretty successful start for most of us.
Yeah, very successful. The volleyball girls played on Tuesday. They hosted Neodesha and Galena, beating both in straight sets. So an excellent start for the Lady Raiders on the volleyball court. Girls golf started this Thursday at the Raider Invitational at Four Oaks Golf
Services
Course.
and dependability at competitive prices. Tri-State Building has a reputation as a general contractor and an authorized Butler builder, which holds experience, quality, and reliability above all other considerations. Tri-State Building has built a multitude of projects and is your full-service design build contractor that can take you from concept to grand opening. For an honest and proven contractor, call us, Tri-State Building.
There's some kind of computer problem going on over in Labette right now, so we don't have the team results. As far as individual medalers in the varsity races, the Frontenac boys had 2 boys medal. Brandon Mosier placed 8th, and Riley McDaniel placed 10th. So great job by those two. And the girls, Jessica Peterson, she medaled, placing 5th in the race. So a good start for the cross-country team as well. I know Coach Murray's very excited about it.
Plenty of off-times on the school website. They have some of those results. They also have information about some of the goings-on. Of course, Frontenac soon, a few weeks, are going to have Festa Italiana, so I look forward to that. Also, the Greater Raider Open Golf Tournament coming in early October. I know the quarterback club's going to have a pancake feed and the like, so there's a lot going on. Fun time of year, and this is just the first week of it, and we've been blessed weather-wise after the long hot summer finally got on out of here, and stays like this the rest of the year. It's going to be a nice football season.
Oh, absolutely. And, on the website, look at the bulletin. That's where you can find most of that information. Also, Twitter, FHS Raiders, at FHS Raiders on Twitter. They post a lot of results like that as well.
And the Driving School Monkey Band performing at halftime to an appreciative crowd, and a nice crowd here for the home opener for the Trojans. A lot of folks come up for a short drive from Frontenac. I know the Raiders excited about the season, the preseason poll, and that's merely what it is. To get a jump on the football season means absolutely nothing, but the Raiders, the top pick in the league.
It's why you belong. It's why you belong at Pittsburgh State University.
27-0 the lead, and we're going to go over some of the other halftime information after we take another 2-minute break during this SEK Urgent Care halftime show. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Frontenac leads at 27-0 at halftime, and you're listening to Frontenac Raiders football on Fox Sports 1340 AM.
Watco Companies has been a member of the Pittsburgh community since 1983. Now a national freight transportation provider, Watco serves customers in 26 states by offering transportation, mechanical, and transload services. Whether transporting potatoes from Idaho, replacing rail cars in Iowa, or transloading rock in Alabama, Watco will never forget their roots because there's no place like home. Watco supports Pittsburgh community athletics and wishes all area teams the best of luck.
The true test of a great insurance agency comes when you suffer a loss. It's easy to take your premiums, but Ray Ryan of Ryan Insurance of Pittsburgh knows that handling your claim is the most important service an insured needs.
Claim is our chance to let the customer know that we'll be out there, not just that we sold them a policy, we'll also be there when a claim occurs to make sure it gets handled in an honest, respectable way.
Ryan Insurance of Pittsburgh, a trusted choice agency. Find them fast in names and numbers.
PhelanLawFirm.com.
Were you hurt on the job?
PhelanLawFirm.com.
Were you injured in an auto accident?
PhelanLawFirm.com.
Fighting for your Social Security disability benefits?
PhelanLawFirm.com.
When accidents happen, when life takes an unexpected turn,
When you need help the most, will you remember where to turn? The law office of William L. Phelan at PhelanLawFirm.com.
Raider Express, Frontenac's downtown convenience store, is open and ready to serve you. Check out the expanded seating area. Raider Express is the home of the student basket special, including your choice of a cheeseburger or chicken strips with fries and a drink for only $5. Don't forget Raider Express for breakfast, pizza, and a great selection of grocery items, too. Stop in, and while you're filling up your tummy, don't forget to fill up your gas tank, too, with quality Conoco fuel. The Raider Express in downtown Frontenac. Go Raiders!
Now, back to Raider football.
Bob Strand, Randy Southern, back to halftime, the SEK Urgent Care Show, and time for some second-half adjustments. Brought to you by Bob's Grill, a proud food tradition. Bob's Grill has been serving community breakfast and lunch since 1964. Order what you want, eat what you want. Bob's Grill, 1014 North Broadway in Pittsburgh, and I go to work bright and early every morning and go by there, and they have a loyal crowd bright and early every morning. We'd have to stop there sometimes, but they wouldn't have all that work waiting for me when I get there. But the Bob's Grill halftime adjustments, and I guess, feast or famine here. I guess if you look at Gerard, you got to get some offense, and the Raiders got to be pretty pleased with where they are right now.
Yeah, really complete domination in that first half by the Raiders, and so for them offensively, you're not going to change much of anything. Just you want to make sure let's hold on to the ball. Limit the penalties, no turnovers, and everything ought to be just fine on offense. Defensively, I would just say stay disciplined, continue to do your job like they've done so well in the first half. You'll see it, I'm sure, in both sides of the ball starting to play even more. Coach Smith's done a great job in the first half, substituting a lot of players. A lot of kids got on the field in that first half. You'll see that in the second half as well. If you're Coach Miller and Gerard Trojans, I think they're going to try to run the football still here in the second half and see if they can establish something. That's what they want to do ultimately. So I think it's important as the season progresses that they get some kind of running game established and try to get some kind of confidence into their players. Defensively, just continue to play hard. It's not, they're out there competing. You want to see that continue to happen. And what they've really got to improve on defensively is tackling. They've just had a lot of missed tackles and broken tackles. Or even, they might get a guy down, but the runner's getting an extra yard or two, just kind of running over the defender. They've got to get it a little bit better with their tackling.
And, of course, Leon Miller, just run the ball, Woody Hayes, but even for him, he's opened it up a little the last few years. But I think that's by necessity. They were trying to run early, couldn't do much with it, and then you try and pass it. Well, that didn't work in the first half, so what do you do?
Well, and that's just as you look at the statistics, was he 0 for 5 or 0 for 6?
I had him 0 for 5.
0 for 5, and, none of the passes, quite frankly, were terribly that close. They're not going to be a passing team. They're going to have to try to establish the running game, so you might as well take this game, and who knows, you start busting some runs open, the tide can turn. Last year, Frontenac and Columbus was not close at halftime. I was kind of thinking, hey, let's just not get anybody hurt. Let's play for some pride. Let's go on. Next thing you know, Frontenac makes a game out of it. Same thing could possibly happen here, and I think for if you're Gerard, it has to be on the ground game.
Second half adjustments brought to you by Bob's Grill, a proud food tradition. Bob's Grill has been serving community breakfast and lunch since 1964. Order what you want, eat what you get. Bob's Grill, 1014 North Broadway in Pittsburgh. And we're nearing the second half kickoff on this beautiful Friday night to open the Kansas football season. Of course, a couple weeks behind the Missouri side, and all that does is get you kind of anxious for it after you have to listen to scores, watch the highlights, and you're thinking, gosh, we're still 2 weeks away, but boy, this is the start of it, and you're guaranteed 9 games, and of course, important those last 3 district games. Now, the district contest for the Raiders, they'll have Parsons at home, then go to Columbus, and then have Baxter Springs at home. And, last year, Columbus won the district with Frontenac, went on to the state title game, got beat by Holden in semifinals, and Holden ended up losing in the title game. But a nice run there, and then, Frontenac came runner-up and came over to Gerard and won that first contest, then gave Holden all it could handle in that second game, and I know the Raiders were kind of anxious for the start of the season after that.
Yeah, and a lot of lot of good things to build on the last couple of years. Nice runs into the playoffs for the Raiders and kind of have the ball rolling. And this year, a lot of seniors on the team, a lot of kids that played a lot last year. They have that experience part going for them. And they have very high hopes for the season. I know Coach Smith won't say too much of that, but I know the players have very high hopes for the season. And so it's nice to see him come out in this first night and play an excellent first half. Now you got to finish the deal.
The SEK Urgent Care Halftime Show, located on the corner of Centennial and Broadway. SEK Urgent Care is dedicated to providing excellent medical care in a rapid caring, courteous manner. Walk-in patients 7 days a week, including evenings, and the second half kickoff brought to you by Crestwood Country Club. Crestwood Country Club offers the area's best entertainment value. The weather is cooling off, making it the perfect time to hit the links. For membership information, contact General Manager and Club Pro Casey. And the Raiders with the 27-0 lead, and of course Gerard won the toss, took the football, so the Raiders are going to take the football to start the second half. And Hobson to kick it off end over end. Bollinger is going to take it inside the 20, straight up the middle, and when he bounces off a fumble, Tacklers tried to weasel his way out to the outside and couldn't avoid one of the Trojans there. Already slipped the tacklers and they make a big return, but he was able to get it up 29-yard line.
Yeah, he took one big shot, and I thought that was going to be the end of it. But again, kind of not wrapping up. We talked about it halftime a minute ago. Tackling by the Gerard defense, something they got to improve. He should have been dead to rights. He almost bounced that thing out. If he stays on his feet, it was wide open on the outside. He's going to score.
So first and 10 for the Raiders. They start from their own 29-yard line. Bottle in the slot right, motion right to left. They stand off from Malikas. And he's got a nice yardage along the far side as he spins out across the 35 out to the 36-yard line. Pick up some 7 yards on that carry.
Yeah, Bottle kind of jet sweep look and a really good job on the wide out and the left side of the line. I think all 5 linemen ended up about 4 yards downfield. And you're going to get a couple more than that at least. So a good opening run by the Raiders.
So the Raiders facing a 2nd and 4. The ball their own 35-yard line, and this time they give it down his way up the middle. Some tough yardage close to the down.
Carry up inside.
That was Austin Bottle once again, and boy, he just powered his way out for I think up 4 more and close to a first down.
And they've given him the first down. Now you bring the chains out for that one. So good hard run, stayed nice and low, able to drive his legs, pick up that first down.
On that first play you were talking about, jet sweep, where they were playing it a couple of scrimmages, and that was a big part of it. Well, the first 2 times they tried it, you got a penalty on it tonight, but there it worked that time, so you may see them go back to that too. That is in their arsenal offensively. First and 10 Raiders, now 39. There's a hitch left side, and that is complete. That is Bobble on the receiving end. Avoids a double tackle, still on his feet, and crosses midfield and into Trojan territory after gain of 13.
Yeah, and that's almost a little crossbuck action on by the receivers, actually. They kind of crisscrossed. Dixon came to the inside, took the outside linebacker, so he couldn't go out and make the play. And then good hard running on the outside to pick up yet another first down.
Then officially Malikas 11 completions, 14 attempts, 138 yards. And the touchdown, first and 10 Raiders from the Trojans, 49-yard line. Motion left to right is Flora. Pitch sweep right side. And it's Bollinger out of the tailback slot. And tries to cut inside. And this time he was gang tackled down near the 46-yard line after pickup of 3.
Good choice to turn it up when he did. That time, though, the line got a initial decent push, didn't keep their feet moving and stayed with the defensive line. So they kind of pushed him once and let him go, figuring the play's going to the outside, I guess. And then when he turned cut it back in, here comes the defensive line, no place to go after that. But smart cutback.
Second, let's call it 7 for the Raiders from the Trojans, 46-yard line. And the snap to give to Bollinger. A little inside handoff. Got room. He is inside the 35. Still on his feet. Goes to the far side. It's a race to the end zone. And he's going to go in for the score.
Katie Bollinger with a nice run.
Great job. That's Lusker and Envy on the left side of that line. Nice big hole to run through. Then 1 broken tackle as a linebacker. And once Bollinger gets out in the open field, he's going to go all the way. There's just not anybody that ever catches him.
So Bollinger, 47-yard touchdown run. And the extra point attempt coming up. Trey Harris will attempt out of the Ryan Long hold. And The kick is up plenty, long enough. It is good. 9:53 left here in the third quarter. Frontenac a 34-0 lead. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Frontenac Raiders football on Fox Sports 1340 AM.
Offers a comprehensive, proactive maintenance program to keep your business electrical systems running efficiently. Without inspection and proper care, it could be just a matter of time before your operation is damaged and your customers are impacted. You can trust CDL Electric to solve your problems before they happen and supply the parts you need to keep your electrical system in excellent condition. Don't wait until you have to call an electrician. Call the professionals at CDL today. Find them fast at names and numbers.
Now, back to Raider football.
Rob Strand back with Randy Southern. 9:53 left here in the third quarter. Frontenac leads Girard 34-0. And the Trojans will receive the kick from the Raiders. Again, Trey Harris getting the workout. We'll tee it up 40-yard line. And again, back to receive the kick. Along with Lindblom goes Cam McFarland. Fisher had been back there. Coach has got his ear along the sideline. He's been working pretty hard to taking a beating toward the end of the first half. And they put McFarland in there for the return. 34-0 Frontenac lead with 9:53 left here in the third quarter. Harris, the kick, short, takes the hop, pass McFarland, gets the hand on it, and he downs it. Is he in the end zone? He is in the end zone, so it's a touchback. Boy, that's about just inside the one, so that was a good start from there. But it did cross the goal line apparently.
Well, I don't know why they didn't blow it dead the second ball across the goal line, because in high school, as soon as they didn't get to the end zone, it's a touchback.
And it looked like he had a hand on it, but that doesn't impact the play. He was thinking about it. I think that it was on the kick coverage. He was down there pleading his case, saying, hey, he was outside the goal line. In any event, the Trojans will start first and 10 from their own 20 with 9:53 left here in the third quarter. And Frontenac 34-0 lead. Looks like they got most of the first team defense in there here to start the second half. Wilson gives it dive left side, and Cal Strand on the tackle as he's able to get a hold of McFarland and going down for no gain.
Yeah, nice play. Good job using his hands to get off the blocker and make the play. But they had this thing covered all over the place. Wilbert had the outside contain, had the perfect angle on it. You had Palmer coming in from the middle linebacker position, kind of playing it inside out. There was absolutely nowhere to run. Strand just got there first.
So a second and 10 for the Trojans from their own 20. Redfern goes wide left, wide right goes Lindblom. Thompson now a slot right side. Looking to pass. Wilson puts it up, got a man open, overthrown, and out of the hands of the intended receiver Lindblom. Fastball incomplete.
Yeah, that one just a little high. Lindblom, not the tallest player out there, and then reached up and just had the thing. The ball had some pretty good mustard on it. It just ended up going right through his hands.
9:09 left here in the third quarter. Frontenac 34-0 lead, and Girard facing a third and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Again, next week it's home. That's the Galena Bulldogs. Galena at Bolden tonight. That's field. Wilson out of the gun. A couple blocking backs join him. They give in. That's Fisher right side, and he is tripped up and brought down. He had a blocker there, but somebody got under that, and was that Long got under him and made the tackle. Stopped him after a gain of about 3 yards.
Yeah, and he'd have got a lot more if Long doesn't get him. He's just got a knack for being able to just kind of slice in at the last second, get into the legs of the ball carrier. Tonight, I tell you, Ryan Long's played a heck of a game tonight, both sides of the ball.
So a punting situation, 4th and 7 for the Trojans from their own 23-yard line. Again, Hobson, they punt, big ball back to receive the kick for the Raiders. Now, Trojans try a player, maybe not. It looked like they were looking at the sideline. Maybe nice punt this time. Big no retreat, didn't go for the fair catch. Boy's the first defender, getting the block, and boy, nice job by Fisher there. As he was hanging left, I don't know Cody was split, but he got rid of the tackler and held him up and had some help bringing him down at the 40-yard line.
So he did a good job getting away from Model, but really Model had him blocked. Bicknell kind of was a little indecisive on which way he wanted to go, and by the time he decided, then the official was able to get off the Model and make the play.
So first and 10 for the Raiders. They'll start at their own 40-yard line with 8:16 left in the third quarter. Frontenac with a 34-0 lead. Bicknell splits wide to the left side, slot left goes long. Running backs line up behind this time with Faye the fullback, Ishmira the tailback. And Malikas gives this Ishmira. And boy, he jumps line of scrimmage, trying to turn it outside left. And boy, is hemmed in, brought down, thrown down loosely after getting about 3.
A little crossbuck action that time. Fullback goes to the right, tailback goes to the left. Nice initial pull and a good jump cut to try to bounce it. And that's one where as a young player, he's going to learn that at some point you just kind of duck your head and you go forward. You know, kind of try to keep dancing.
That down marker can't be on the wall. We got a direct shot. It's a half-yard behind it, isn't it? In any event, good sweep right side. That's Faye. And boy, he's just brought down. He lost a couple. Good defensive effort there. Was that McFarland? Yeah, McFarland. I think he was coming up from the safety position. Really brought four defenders on that outside in front and get blockers blocked. So Faye's initial carry is -2. And the Raiders face a 3rd and 9. Football resting here shy their own 41-yard line. 7:08 clock moving here in the third quarter. 34-0 lead. The Bicknell splits wide left. A little indecision as Long goes in slot left. Malikas flanked by a couple of blockers. Faye, along with Ishimura, rolling left is Malikas, forced to scramble. Gets a nice block and sits down the first down marker into Trojan territory. Well, there was nothing there, and he gained a dozen.
He gets a good block from Bicknell, and then he has one man to beat and gave him a spin move that kind of left the defender at his knees and able to spin out of that and pick up the first down. Just a great athletic play by Malikas.
And again, at the end of the game, we'll talk to Mark Smith, the Raiders coach, along with some award presentations. Pat on the back and the job well done, right? First and 10 for the Raiders. The dive up. Oh my, I'll tell you what, just to show the football after being at about a yard, but do the surface up there and make it good. Well, he didn't go down after that initial surge. No doubt of that one. Yeah, tried to get the trap going again. And they ran up in there and saw the linebacker coming. And that was kind of about the end of it. But, the Raiders have had pretty good success running up the middle tonight, but really not been able to get to the outside, though. Quarterback rollouts and things like that, yes. But as far as, much of the sweep actions and stuff, not had a lot of success. Raiders 2nd and 9 from the Trojans, 47-yard line. Boy, they're having trouble getting, I'm assuming delay. They couldn't get lined up properly, and boy, Coach Mark Smith struggling from the sideline, must have called the timeout. In any event, 5:48 left here in the third quarter. Frontenac with 34-0 lead. Let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Frontenac Raiders football on Fox Sports 1340 AM.
Paynes Incorporated in Frontenac is the driveline specialist. Paynes handles all driveline repairs for cars, trucks, four-wheel drive vehicles, and farm equipment. Paynes can also handle any general machine work and offers 24-hour wrecker service. Call Paynes anytime, 231-3170. Paynes Incorporated is located at the intersection of West McKay and Highway 69 Frontenac Junction. Paynes Incorporated in Frontenac is the driveline specialist.
Proud supporter of Frontenac Athletics.
Now, back to Raider football.
Cross fan, Randy Southern, 5:48 left, third quarter. Frontenac leads to run 34-0. At the end of the game, worst player of the game, Kansas City conclusion of the game, the Eddie Alabama alignment, a game-changing moment, player of the game, but pretty much beat stuff. And Southern will be on the hot seat post game, and I'll get to talk to Raiders coach Mark Smith. Second and 9, Raiders from Trojan 47, rolling right. He's got a man open, and he decides not to throw it. He's inside the 40, 35, steps inside 30, still on his feet, gets the block by Payne. He is going to go, Brandon Malikas. We're going, oh my, he missed a wide open receiver. But he ran it in.
With a fine, the
Jake
change
just
of
missed a wide open
direction, runs
receiver
for
down
touchdown.
this near sideline. The receiver behind the defender. Malikas did have a lot of green in front of him and was able to make one man miss, cut back, and he called the right block. It was Tristan Fay coming down the field, got a great block, and that just laid the path wide open for Malikas.
So 47-yard touchdown run by Brandon Malikas, and the extra point attempt coming up for Trey Harris out of Ryan Long's hold. And that kick is up and is no good, wide right. 5:31 left third quarter. Frontenac leading score at 40-0. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Frontenac Raiders football on Fox Sports 1340 AM.
The City of Frontenac is a proud supporter of Frontenac High School athletics and academics. The City of Frontenac was founded in 1886 and is home to just over 3,100 residents. Frontenac citizens enjoy a small-town atmosphere and all that a close-knit community has to offer. Situated on the crossroads of two major highways, those living in Frontenac can easily travel and enjoy the amenities of larger cities in a shorter travel distance. The community boasts an outstanding school system, low taxes, complete city services, including 24-hour police and fire protection. Good luck, Raiders, from the mayor, city council, and staff.
Now, back to Raider football.
Rob Strand back with Randy Southern. 5:31 left third quarter. Frontenac a 40-0 lead. The Raiders to kick off. And again, we'll have the post-game show, Performance Spine and Sport post-game show. Be listening to that. Also, after we get through the post-game, you can turn over to Sports Headquarters, KSHQ, ESPN 100.7 for the campus bookstore scoreboard show. So that'll get you up to date on all the area action. Of course, the opening week and opening Friday for Kansas. So we'll have a number of scores. Check out some of that first week action. Kicking off, Aaron. Driving kick, and that's going to go on in the end zone. And he's Trey Harris on those kickoffs. He's been working over the summer, and tell you what, some of those extra points, a little accuracy problem, but he's been putting a pretty good foot into it. I know he's been working hard this summer. And that's a big bonus. The specialty teams, and especially that kicking game.
Well, in high school, as soon as that ball gets into that end zone on the kickoff, it's a touchback. So if you've got that kid that can do it, really negates any type of possible return game for the other team, that can be a big game changer.
First and 10 Trojans. They'll start from their own 20 with 5:31 left here in the third quarter. Frontenac the 40-0 lead. Wilson out of the gun. Couple of running backs flank it. There's a gift. That's McFarland trying the right side. A couple of tough yards.
Cam McFarland on his right side.
Tell you what, there just isn't much going on there. I mean, when they're getting out of it, it's just kind of lower your shoulder and see what you can. There ain't many holes.
Yeah, the Raider defense, no matter who's been out there, basically all night's been awfully stout. Been pretty impressive.
2nd and 7. Trojans. Their own 23-yard line. Coming wide left. That's Renfro. Left and right is Lindblom. Fisher. McFarland. Running backs. Flanking Wilson. There's the give. That is Fisher once again. And this time he drags tacklers out near the 30-yard line, but he got the first down.
Yeah, nice little crease on the left side of the offensive line. They gave him just a big enough hole to get through. The safety who kind of walk up outside linebacker just maybe a step later, reading that and filling that hole. And Gerardo able to pick up their first down in the second half.
4:43, clock moving. Third quarter, Frontenac leads 40-0. Boy, and the snap hobbled. Retrieved, picked up. Boy, and then he got killed. He missed the snap, and that's where the Trojans went after. Wilson was the unfortunate about it.
Loss on the play is about 2 yards. Literally was the stop.
He picked up the ball, tried to run, and he got off on the outside. He made it back to the inside. He was kind of ahead of the team and just lowered the ball.
Second and 12 for the Trojans. Football ready at their own 28-yard line. Clock moving to 4 minutes here in the third quarter. Frontenac has got a 40-0 lead. Wilson with the snap. Dive left side. Stops at 30. Nails at 33. Have a quick pickup.
Caleb McFarland.
Able to get the position.
Left tackle.
Good pursuit.
Brings up a third down and 8. Stop is by Zach Rosenberg.
And 8. Trojans.
And they're around 32-yard line. Central from the left wing, wide right. Farland. Back there with Cedar now. Quarterback Wilson. So in right, facing the throw. Cross got him out up there. Looking receiver near the 30, but I believe
Pass is completed to Dalton Lindley. Mr. Miller with the shot. And we'll bring up a 4th down and very short
But those are the type of passing plays that draw very well. Short Greenway shot from the third quarter down 40-0. Trojans going to go for it. Or Mitchell's there on clutch. You know, really strong. Very defensive line just there out. Not all of them.
Outside to Mr. Williams.
Head down, sure. Same down. First down to be a penalty. Turnovers allowed, and only got the one fumble on the punt, which wasn't a bad stat. And really pretty cleanly played. First game. And so on the once again. And the last off here on the
Isaac Bitner, Austin Motors. Both combined for the stop.
That play was really pretty well. 7. For the Trojans from their own 47-yard line. And really that time this was belly on the big Bishop kept it. And he was able to squeeze a couple of yards.
Losing a couple of yards on the play. Rick Wilbur gets the tackle.
Third and 6. Trojans, they're on 49-yard line, a minute 35 left here in the third quarter, and Frontenac got 32-0 lead, right turning right left. And that's after Lindblom. Big thing, and off looking to throw, Wilson going on the side where he put it up, and it is.
With the stop. The ball is on Raven, 26.
Bounced out. Looks like I think he got his ankle rolled up and came down to the wall. He's got it. But it's a frame part. But yeah, it looks like we're trying to stretch it out. From the Raiders' 26-yard line, they're getting Farland right side. And he's tripped up. Down, they're going to give him the 24-yard line.
Tim McClellan. This Robin trying inside the 25. Tackled by Luke Wood.
Football just inside. Inside yard. 24. Trying to roll that thing back there in the third quarter. Trying to 40-0 lead. Lindblom goes wide right. Option now comes wide to the left. Being out there again, Wilson. Got the running back joining back there, an option to the right side, and he is going to keep. He's got some room to return the corner. Still on it. She's a good runner.
Flight out of bounds inside the 5 at about the 30-yard line.
First and goal for the Trojans. Football resting just inside the Raiders' 5-yard line. 11 seconds left for a quarter, and trying to that 40-0 lead. Option comes out left side, and this time they give dive left side. Attempt the extra point. It was McFarland scoring the touchdown. Listen to do the hole, short of man. The team comes in up the area and goes in and left outside. And there's the kick, and it is no good. 6 seconds left. Not good. 30-6. 30 seconds left.
Having a confident smile can change everything, and Invisalign makes that decision easy because you can have a stunning smile without most people even knowing you're going through treatment. Saya Smile Center is proud to be a premier provider of Invisalign. Your Invisalign treatment will consist of a series of aligners that you switch out every 2 weeks. Each line
to 8 p.m. at Stone's Corner in Webb City. Call them at 206-0900.
Now, back to Raider football.
And Rob Strand back at Randy Southern. We had the fourth quarter. Frontenac leads Girard 40-6. And through 3 quarters, of course, we'll have Mark Smith up at the end of the contest, get a few post-game comments, but I'm sure he's got to be pretty pleased with the performance here 3 quarters through the opening weekend.
Yeah, absolutely.
Start this game, good start to the second half as well. Majority of it was to drive there at the end of the third quarter to get their first score. That overall absolutely has got to be very thankful. That's the line with can't get producer to do up the easy and that we're going to watch it. We'll be in the 7 back time. There was a view and then a vision mirror back to the right side.
New quarterback for the Raiders, number 14, Peyton Brown.
And that's the quarterback's on.
And the handoff goes to
65 now.
Peyton Brown.
Near that time, we were pick up a couple of yards. Looks like the Raiders had substituted out the entire first team. Ryan will also stay at the running back spot and run there with Cooper Roy. They come out outside and 45 yards.
Handoff goes to Cooper Roy.
Decision to go, he did completely quick kickoff and run real hard. So he pushed the mile forward.
Field card is ordered, ready for the tackle.
Third and 7 for the Raiders. So they're on 45-yard line. Clock moving, 10-50 remaining, and trying to put 40 to 6 lead. Raiders again in play this to lead. That's right. Gerard Travis to Riverton and Columbus. Time rolls back, looking to throw, puts a little dump pass, nice catch by Ishamir. Steps inside, running gets standing. Not near the 47, maybe 48-yard line. We'll slow getting up.
Nice little one-minute hit by Ishamir. Leads about 2 yards on the play. Oscar Miller with the tackle.
The punt is Harris. 62 yards out of the LDS. Well, it's a little hard when you don't have the starter.
You know, move the ball back 5 yards.
First team two, so see the players get out on the and then Harris inside his 30-yard line. Fisher drops back, good snap. Harris, 20 time, nice kick. And Fisher kind of misjudging. He's going to pick it up and try to return. And then he is good. Pretty good coverage there. I've seen that with some of the numbers. Florida. Kind of limping on the sideline or something. I think he's
stop.
He's laying there with his leg straight, raised for his toes. So 9:34 left here in the fourth quarter.
Ryan Henry is also on the tackle on the
10. They'll start from their own 27-yard line. Out of the gun. There's Wilson rolling left after taking the handoff, going over the middle end of it. First down. Pretty sure that's his first reception.
It's a mirror with the legal contact.
That's what that's trying to pull to first space, he had one ball probably should have caught. It would have been a nice catch. Unfortunately, they didn't have easy drop. But other than that, real hard time getting it. So it's first and 10 now, 37-yard line. And then again, and falling guys out across the front. That means the first three teams five. So there's the
Now to Nation McCollum. Going with about 5 on the play.
And it says how to get some kids in there.
That's really good goal.
That's one down the road. You can't beat that. Some of them are on the field played even in that first half, so it's really located with a lot of kids in there. There's good. Farland, left side. He's got a first down. He's in Raider territory.
Farland with another hard run, breaking tackles over his left side. Trojans are shooting the 50-yard line for a first down. Keep the roll with the tackle.
30-6. Comes to the near side, comes on the line up, and Henry, feed current. Back there. Seabit back there along with Wilson. Yeah, that's Seabit. Still on his feet. Now you can tackle it down near the 37 of the Raiders. Tough yard.
Handoff to Tyler Seabit. Tackle by Jorge Carrera. And looks like a fumble out of that. And they covered it.
He scored a really nice goal from the linebacker spot. You got that, and then it looked like Seabit was trying to visit the far side, and on their second effort, ran over, he popped up, or popped up on the initial snap, like man, and then Raiders had the football. With 8:04 remaining, 40-6 lead. And then this game for the Performing Spine Sports post-game show. First and 10. I'm going to keep it. And then, boy, there's the first one. Now a penalty flag goes down. And goes down about the 47. Nice run, but they call for not probably able to get a hold of it. First hold of the night. Football will be back at the Raiders just outside their own 35-yard line. 7:55 remaining, and that 40-6 lead. First and long, 23 yards after the mark. You know, you want them to run some plays, not more about passing. You probably want to keep that clock rolling and get a few plays under the belt, and then get out here and want to know to start the season. Here at the game, this in the air, start the right side, goes in the third,
and that play brings in Mr. Brown.
I don't think you'll see Coach Smith call a passing play. I'm sure the floor clears to the field the Raiders going to run. So it's going to be a little bit of slow and that's the second shot. But, you know, they still got a block. They still got a picked up a few yards on that play there. It's a pretty good job. Second and 21 Raiders from their own 37-yard line. Again, Brown, snap, quick hitch, left side, and he ready to throw it. I like throwing a pass until for Kluffman, but I just, I would agree with you. Pretty safe, yeah. He kind of got away with it. He got away with it. It's not like he's throwing it down the field. But yeah, of course, stop at 6:49 remaining, trying to make it 40-6 lead. Third 21, later, and then 32-yard line. And let's see, we got some room plus before we got down to 43. Just hold that to
Very good to make the tackle.
Couple of hunts late in the contest. Moving on to 6:25. So we got 40-6 lead. Harris back to punt once again. Snap, plenty of time. Beats it out of there, end over end. And it's going to take a Raider roll, and it's going to roll over the receiver's quad about quickly. That's pretty well covered by.
The kick was going in inside the 15 minutes to be back in 13-yard line.
At the about 12-yard line. They're thinking about someone will get wrist first game that you're going to be in, the Yeti out-of-body Atlantic collision of the game, player of the game, Kansas Teachers Credit Union, and the game-changing moment to play of the game. There you go. That's it. You let Ryan get involved in that. You two can have a meeting in the morning and see what you come up with, and then I'll make the decision. He's going to pass. Come front door. It's held up. He had thrown it, and they did find Hobson, and he threw it out of bounds. Wilson was about 5 yards. Okay. That was weird because they thought he had handed off, and the Raider defenders were in pursuit, let up, and Wilson had the football, and they were down the field, and they were trying to go to a good kind of play action, and they were really close, they perfect coverage. So Wilson's going to run it, and then all of a sudden Hobson comes out of nowhere and he flips him the ball, but he was about 5 yards past the line of scrimmage at least, and he threw the ball. And then the ball back to the ball back quick, very often, ball up and just 7 runs, 10 yards on the side for 4 minutes, 30 to 6 lead. Why would it go great? On the left, and Wilson. Left side again. He was collared and the penalty flag goes down, and so he fought it out about the 17. McFarland had another hard run over his left side, and the penalty flag against the Trojans. I think he's doing it once in a while. Yeah, they do have a whole side. They call this the Hillary against the Trojans. The tackle was a little high, but it really wasn't close all that long. Like Ray's been a skier, so this is all the way to the edge there. So I'm assuming they'll go ahead and take the penalty. We're moving back, 5:40 going on in. Raiders up 40-6. More green space in front of them, and the Trojans offense. If we mark out the goal back to the 10. Move the ball back and do it on the 10 yard line. So there's no way that it's 10 yards. Second and then no. 7 yard line. 8 yard line or so. Anyway, it's on 2nd and 15. Trojans from their own 7. There's the pass going off. Got him all open. That's on the throw, and almost picked off. That might win there. Then almost came down to the pit. Yeah, all in the throw and the previous on him. Good job of finding the ball when he was in the air. He was on the throw and he gave a chance to come back and break it up. So good recovery by this one. We'll see some of those folks in there. KW Hale, KW in there, along with Toby Maples. Also in that defensive front, trying to pick up some numbers. Ethan Evans. Also think Maples. Okay, here to throw is Wilson. And boy, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. I believe that's see some of those below. See his number. We got Ian Mansour who's playing this year. Also Damon Cummins. So mentioned before, Gage Clover. Punting situation. Thompson stands in the end zone. Nice snaps come down with it. Pressured by Hale. Kick away. Short kick. He can get away from it. And here was the final. Thompson was a nice kick in the middle off about the 42. Down at the last 43 yards. So they're trying there with a 40-6 lead on 5-17. And off the clock.
Probably keep it on the ground this time. I don't know if they'll even try that little stitch or whatever you ought to call it. Keep the clock rolling as we've gotten to starting to slow things down here in the waning game.
1st and 10 for the Raiders. They start at the Trojans, 43-yard line. The junior into the center. And there's the give to Taylor, Cooper Lowe. And he's hemmed in the outside and turned back. And now 32 Cooper Lowe trying to get over the right tackle. Raiders will face a 2nd and 10 from the Trojans' 43-yard line, down to 5 minutes left and trying to put 40-6 lead.
Tackled by one of the Trojans, looks like he's made by Gary Costume.
Evans, right back. Just coming out of the second and 10 Raiders from Trojan. 33, good dive up the middle. And in the 5, down near the 40, Evans, I believe, on the carry. It's a tough one. Football wrestling inside the Trojans 40-yard line. Trojans has a Riverton. That's why they took on the land. There's a good dive in Cummings. And he is thrown down inside the 35 down there for the first down. He now to Will Cummings with the blast up through the center of his hands. Carter Gordon with the stop. At this point of the game, 3:25 on the clock, and we were 40-6 score. 4th and 1 for the Raiders from the Trojans. 33-yard line. And Cummings back there, along with Moore, in the eye behind Brown. Brown's going to keep it. Ducks in the middle, and I don't know, he may that stop. I think he will get stopped.
Quarterback
they tried to follow it up to the
and the short as a line green from the Trojans for a takeover on down. And the stop was made by Josiah Covington.
33-yard line, down to 3:05 remaining. They're trying to finish up the 20-6 lead. Trying to get set defensively, and again, those two faces in there. Cheese. 34. Then Wilson, the quarterback, out of the gun for the Trojans. They start from their own 34-yard line. Gill from the right side of the perimeter in there.
The field college season was in the quarterback. And the handoff goes to Steve Green.
Sets them in. Every defense Seven, Trojans. Outside the 138-yard line, the quarterback.
And off the green, going to Quinn.
Not really the 44.
Masked up by Trojan vehicles. Hooked up by Gene Cleaver.
I received 6'1", junior quarterback.
Ethan Evans with the stop for the Raiders.
First and 10 for the Trojans. 49-yard line. And keeping the football. Good shot. Here's Seaver. Seaver with the territory down near 45-yard line after picking.
Season is a keep on the option list. The gain is about 5 on the play.
To 40-16. Get back on some points later. It's still starting up. It's all we got. And he's going to keep the football. Turns it up to him. He's got the first down and more as he's able to put
We're on the left side with the
51 seconds remaining. 40-6 lead. The 47-yard line. Into the quarterback. And back there at 40 and Curran, he's going to keep it right at third right corner. He does. He's inside 1st and goal. Trojans from Raiders 7. Clock moving down to 25 seconds left. They're trying to crack on a late score here. Schubert. Good. Up in it on the court. He's going to go in. 17 seconds remaining. Played by the Trojans, Creed Curran. Goes in from 7. They missed that first extra point kicking. After 2. Then see what cover the back of Curran. And 40. And it's Curran. This time he stood up. And 17 seconds remaining.
Purchasing property or simply need a home improvement loan, University Bank can tailor any loan to fit your needs. All decisions are made locally by their loan officers, so you'll feel confident in knowing that University Bank is working for you. University Bank Branch GNB with locations in Pittsburgh, Galena, and Arma. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Now back to Raider football.
Rob Strand back with Ramsey Southard. We have 17 seconds remaining here at Frank Jameson Field in Girard. The Frontenac Raiders leading the Girard Trojans 40-12.
Coming up. I don't know. Right on side, just do his tackles. I didn't use a particular stay away from the injuries and do something like Team it up. Attention span. So the meeting is kind of run its course here for some reason. Line drive, and First and 10 for the Rangers. Now 20-yard line. initially the snap. A little bit far side, yeah, I guess we'll just go ahead and block the lane. And I'm sure there's a pretty good 12 win there to open the season. Brian's still a quarterback, and they're still down. That's been about good.
First time by running.
And all they'll do is Frontenac Raiders open the season with a 40-12 win over the Trojans.
Post-game show brought to you by Performance Spine and Sport. After we take a 1-minute break, let's take a minute break. You're listening to Frontenac Raiders football on Fox Sports 1340 AM.
Every 4 years,
accidents happen. That's why they're called accidents. And if you're involved in an accident, it becomes an instant worry, including can your car be repaired properly and in a timely manner. Enter Larry Barrett Body Frame and Towing, a company that exemplifies quality work done in a timely manner. Best of all, Larry Barrett Body Frame and Towing offers direct billing to most insurance companies. So, if you're in an accident, there's one name to remember: Larry Barrett Body Frame and Towing. Their name says it all. Ask about their 24-hour towing service, too. Call 232-9400. Find the fast in names and numbers.
The gang at Jack Coombs Steel Buildings is a proud Frontenac Raiders supporter in the classroom and on the field. If you need a steel building, call Jack at 620-249-1029. That's 249-1029. Jack has been in the construction trade for over 4 decades, so he has the knowledge needed to construct your building right. Don't forget, for your steel building, call Jack Coombs Commercial and Steel Buildings at 620-249-1029. Go Raiders!
Now, back to Raider football.
And the Frontenac Raiders open with a 40-12 win over the Girard Trojans. The postgame show brought to you by Performance Spine and Sport. Recover faster with Performance Spine and Sport, specializing in treating soft tissue-related injuries that result from everyday work and play. Performance Spine and Sport inside the Meadowbrook Commons at Centennial and Broadway. An official stat scoring summary before we talk to Raiders coach Mark Smith. The Girard Trojans, Eric Wilson, unofficially 8 carries, 13 yards. Isaiah Fisher, 9 carries, 46 yards. Creed Curran had 5 carries, 20 yards, and a touchdown.
14 carries, 36 yards on the score. A receiver, 5 carries, 49 yards. To the air, Eric Wilson, 3 completions, 11 attempts, 42 yards, and the Trojans did lose 2 fumbles. Frontenac Raiders, Brandon Malinkas, 10 carries, 97 yards, 2 touchdowns. Austin Mala, 2 carries for 10 yards. Aiden Billiner, 12 carries, 82 yards, 3 touchdowns. Brendan Ishamura, 4 carries, 8 yards. Tristan Fay, couple carries, minus 1 yard. Cooper Lloyd, 3 carries, 8 yards. Drew Cummins, 2 carries, 9 yards. Kate Brown, a couple carries, no yardage. Last was a kneel down, and through the air, Brandon Malinkas, 11 completions, 14 attempts, 138 yards, a touchdown, and Kate Brown, 1 of 2 for 3 yards. Scoring summary, 8:49 left first quarter. Brandon Malinkas from the yard out. Trey Harris, the extra point. Frontenac led at 7-0 with 8:49 left first quarter. 6:24 left in the first quarter. Keaton Bolinger from 4 yards out. The extra point attempt failed. It was Frontenac 13, Girard nothing with 6:24 left in the first quarter. Then with a minute 19 remaining in quarter number 1, Keaton Bolinger again, this time from 6 yards out. Trey Harris, the extra point good. Frontenac 20, Girard nothing with 4:19 left in the first quarter.
That was the score at the end of the first quarter, the 20-0 lead. Raiders, the lone score in the second quarter, that a 5-yard pass from Brandon Malinkas to Ryan Long. Trey Harris good on the extra point. Frontenac led at 27-0 with 4:17 left in the first half. That was a halftime score. The Raiders led at 27-0. And in the third quarter, 9:53 remaining. Caden Bolinger from 47 yards out. Trey Harris good on the extra point. Frontenac 34. Girard nothing with 9:53 left in the third quarter. With 5:31 remaining in the third quarter, Brandon Malinkas, a 47-yard scramble for a score. Extra point attempt failed. It was Frontenac 47, Girard nothing with 5:31 remaining in the third quarter. Then with 6 seconds remaining in the third quarter, Girard's first points, 4-yard run by Cam McFarland. The extra point attempt failed. Frontenac 40, Girard 6 with 6 seconds left in the third quarter. That's the way the third quarter ended with the Raiders up 40-6. And in the fourth quarter, 17 seconds remaining in the contest. Creed Curran scored from 7 yards out. The extra point attempt, 2-point conversion attempt failed. Frontenac led 40-12 with 17 seconds left. That's final score. Frontenac wins it by a score of 40-12. And here in the during the Performance Spine and Sport post-game show, some awards to hand out. Are you ready, Randy? Or we wait Mark Smith?
I'm good to go.
Did Mark head out not this way?
No, he's still on the far side.
Okay,
so
we've got time this way. He's probably got more important things to talk to us. In any event, the collision of the game, Vietti Auto Body and Alignment. When you find yourself involved in a collision on the streets, choose Vietti Auto Body and Alignment. With over 100 years of combined experience, Vietti Auto Body and Alignment on 4th Street since 1948. Vietti Auto Body and Alignment Collision of the Game Award winner, Luke Loy. Third quarter, fumble in the backfield by quarterback Wilson. He picked it up, tried to run with it, and when he turned back to the inside, Luke Loy was there to meet him and absolutely crushed him. So Luke Loy, Collision of the Game. The player of the game, Kansas Teachers Community Credit Union. Kansas Teachers Community Credit Union is a sound, quality-driven organization that provides the most desirable financial services for members while safeguarding their assets. 4 locations across southeast Kansas to better serve the community. You can find them in Pittsburgh at 416 North Broadway. The Kansas Teachers Community Credit Union player of the game.
I'm giving it to Ryan Long tonight. He had the touchdown catch. He had several plays where they were, busted plays on offense where he found a way to get open to extend drives. He played excellent defense all night tonight, did his job very well. Lots of big tackles to limit yards on carries. I thought Ryan played a fantastic game tonight, so I'm giving him player of the game.
So congratulations, Brian. And the game-changing moment, play of the game by Pitt Realty. Buying and selling a home is one of the biggest events in a person's life. Should not be taken lightly. Pitt Realty promises to be there every step of the way, guiding and advising to see through that the transactions made are most beneficial for you, your family, or business. The game-changing moment or play of the game Pitt Realty goes to?
I think it has to go to the mishandled punt for Girard when it was still just a 7-0 game. They're back to punt. Then he compounds the problem, picks it up in the end zone. Instead of taking the safety, he runs it out, only got to the 3-yard line, basically handed Frontenac their second touchdown of the game. And it really kind of, in a way, ended the football game almost right there. So I think that mishandled punt snap is the game-changing moment.
Play of the game, courtesy of Pitt Realty. And again, we thank all those sponsors for handing out those awards, well-deserved, in the Raiders' 40-12 win over the Trojans. And I believe Coach Mark Smith was heading up this way, and let's see his reaction to this win over Girard tonight. As hey, I'll put this on you. They pay you more money than me. I tell you, the only reason. Yeah, that's good. Good. You were supposed to call the plays tonight, huh? Yeah, there we go. It was Mark Smith. The Raiders opened with a 40-12 win over the Girard Trojans, and we were talking going in that first game. You don't know what you're going to get. You had a lot of new kids playing, but I guess overall, without viewing the video, they got to be pretty pleased.
Oh, you could tell our kids are excited about it. A lot of big plays for us. I know there's going to be some mistakes, but all correctable. We took care of the ball on offense, and I thought our defense really flew around and played physical. So I think it was a great team effort, and it was a great start to the season.
And you talk about early on, you worry about penalties, turnovers, and the like, and it just didn't seem really on the Raiders side as like a first game.
No, we played a pretty clean game, actually, and good first drive after we got a good stop on defense, and got the lead, and our defense kept getting us great field position because it kept getting 3 and outs, and that was key. Our seniors were great leaders, and everybody just kept their composure. Even if they made a mistake, they just went on to the next play, and that's what we need.
And, of course, you lost a lot of kids off last year, but you had a lot coming back and been on the field a lot. There were a lot of question marks in there, and I guess early going, it looks like most of them passed the test.
Oh, definitely. We had a lot of juniors first start, and they made some great plays on defense and on offense, I think. And we got to get our running game going a little bit, be more consistent with that. But I thought our passing game really kind of opened up our running game, and we just got to be more balanced with the running game and get those hard yards when we need it.
And usually with Girard, they Leon usually like to keep it on the ground, but It's opened up a little the last few years, but I think almost by necessity they needed to try tonight because there was nothing on the ground, and it just wasn't working offensively, and there till the latter stages of the third quarter or the like.
No, I think our defensive line and linebackers did a tremendous job. They set the line of scrimmage, and their linebackers were filling the hole, and we're drawing double teams. So our outside linebackers played physical. They made plays on the edge, and nobody got beat deep in the secondary. So that's what we want to see. And if you don't notice your D-backs, it means they're probably doing a good job.
And going into it, you're always worried about that first game, the conditioning and the like. Of course, a beautiful night to open the season for football. You couldn't ask for any better than that, all things considered, the way their summer's been. But it looked like, didn't notice much cramping. I was looking a little bit, but it didn't seem to be too big a problem. But on this side, I don't know how it was going over there.
We got a few in the fourth, but I think it was just because they were sitting out for a while, and I put them in for punt or something. They weren't used to their body getting back into it, so they started cramping. But I thought we were in pretty good shape. I thought we kept them pretty fresh, and the rotation really helped having the depth, and because Gerard really didn't have that depth. And I think they kind of got a little tired in that second and third quarter, and I think that's where we made our big push.
Okay, 1-0, and you get the home opener next week against a good Galena Bulldogs team, and Bo's been there for years. You know about them, and should be an interesting opener.
Tremendous home opener, very physical team. We're going to have to set the edge on offense and defense again, play as physical as them, and match their intensity. I know they had a big game against Colgan tonight, so I know they're going to be battle tested already, and hopefully we can just use our depth and athletes just make some big plays.
Okay, so now can you enjoy the rest of the weekend and the holiday weekend, or?
There's some big games I like to watch.
You're not participating in them, right?
It's moving on to the Galena Bulldogs. That's what we got to do.
Well, we appreciate you coming up. Big 40-12 win to open the season. Thanks for coming up here and bringing the rest of the crew. And, we'll talk to you during the week. And, of course, at home against Galena next Friday.
Thanks for having us, guys.
That's Mark Smith, the Frontenac Raiders head coach. They end up with a 40-12 win. And, big opener for the Raiders to knock off the Trojans and, again, go to week number 2 as Galena comes to town. That should be a very interesting contest. So, how about do it from Frank Jameson Field? Frontenac knocks off Girard 40-12. A reminder that you can turn over to KSHQ 100.7 for the campus bookstore scoreboard show. Also a reminder that in addition to Fox Sports 1340, we do stream the game live on ESPN 100.7.com. You have some options there, so you need to go to that so you can see the video and the audio. That's handy, and we appreciate all the folks who've been working hard back at the station, and our cameraman, Orion. He's the producer engineer. We're usually not that spoiled, but he was up here tonight, and appreciate the work he did. And we'll do it again next Friday, this time at Frontenac as they play host to the Galena Bulldogs. And again, thanks to Orion, also the color man, Randy Southern. I'm Rob Strand. Frontenac Raiders open with 40-12 win over the Girard Trojans. And you've been listening to Frontenac Raiders football on Fox Sports 1340 AM.